B2M? How about those acoustics? Bone cracking. Well, the acoustics are due to the fact that I'm in the showers. And a weird place to do a video. Yep. Except for I've seen you, B2M, do a video in the shower. Mostly this video is an introduction to our camp trip. We take you and your lovely family and the emu and the wee camping to this really gorgeous spot. And I'd love to describe it, except I've never been here before. And we got here right as the sun set. And so we've only got a glimpse of how gorgeous it's going to be. Actually, this is kind of distracting. Let's leave the showers. We'll drink outside. We'll drink outside and talk on the internet like men. Yeah, here we go. It's a little bit better. Oh, yeah. Let's do it here. Excellent. I would have done it here before if I would have realized it. All right. Let's continue with this malt liquor video and camping trip introduction. This place is called Cape Palisades, which it's aptly named because it looks. We're out here in kind of north central Oregon. It's kind of deserty, and they have lots of plateaus, these high cliff walls. They almost look like ships, desert ships. You look up these sharp walls, these little islands of stone, and up there you see this, a little elevated desert off the land. It's neat. And we're coming up to a river that's been dammed, and there's a lake there. And Irma and I were thinking about coming back here and renting a houseboat and going out and partying for a week. Oh, God. It'd be insane. Insane. Oh, let's run an ad. Let's run an ad on this. You gotta get ready for partner. So I gotta get used to being addish. It's so refreshing. It does taste like freedom. Okay. Yeah. Probably not like a Super Bowl ad, but pretty cool nonetheless. Alright, there we go. Well, this isn't going to drink itself. Oh, in a second we'll do a Dan the Man tribute too. I see some insects I could film. If a bear attacks me right now and spoils this malt liquor video, I'll make sure I have access to my knife. There we go. I mean, and not that my knife's going to stop a bear, but I think that's for style points. It's like when they find my carcass and see that I pulled my knife, they'll go, well, he died fighting. What's that? I think someone's coming this way. Maybe Irma. If not, if it's a stranger, we might have to pretend like we're not talking, all right? So just get ready to act normal. All right. They're still ways off. We have more time. Oh, so how did we end up here? I have my 7-day leave of absence. It's not a vacation, actually. I got to apply for winter leave. Unpaid vacation, essentially. And so I wanted to check out Mount Hood National Forest and see, how's it doing? should I spend my 7 days there? Um, and it's doing great. It's covered in snow, and so Irma and I drove through this winter wonderland, and then out into the desert, which she hasn't seen yet. So you and I and Irma will see it tomorrow. It'll be dope. Oh my God! Wait till you see this tent we got. I was looking online for tents, and I saw a tent that's Coleman sells. It's an 8-person tent. It's the biggest tent I've ever purchased. And they sent it to me. It took 3 days to get to me. And we set it up as it was getting dark. Too dark to read the instructions. But the tent is like a house. It's like the size of the tiny house. It's amazing. What in the world? I wish Ibert were here, because I think I'm seeing a UFO. Let's do a Dan the Man tribute really fast. There you go, Dan. Oh gosh, B2M, you were saying that the B2M stands for Boys to Men, and when you said it, I remember you telling me. Oh gosh. If I've gotten past being frustrated by my memory, now I think it's just interesting. It's like a magic 8-ball. And sometimes I think it's really working. My whole mind, I'm like, whoa, it came up with an answer. Ask again. It came up with some answer. But it's weird. It's like you'll know something. I mean, you'll know it. I mean, it's up there. It's still up there. And then something will happen to prompt the information. The rest of the information will come popping up. And it's like, I know it, but I can't access it. Whose brain is this? Ice cold. Pretty dismayed about my team. You just let me down. I don't know. Might have to get up off my couch and go and coach this team. It seems like someone's got to do it. Malt liquor. I think that was Irma. Either that or I'm freaking people out. Bought an oil lantern when we went and did our last camp trip. The one where we were doing the bike ride. That was fun. And I wanted to do a B2M video, but it didn't feel very much like a camp trip. I had to work. I left camp for work and came back to camp, and so it was one of those things that it was an awful lot of work to have what felt like a weekend. So that's why it's going to be really nice to have 7 days off, man. I can't even imagine the difference it's going to make in my life. There's just a difference it's going to make for my mind and body. I've had to ask an inordinate amount of people to leave my workplace, and just recently I had to ask somebody to leave again. And they were so beside themselves with freaking out. I think that they were in a hurry to leave because they weren't sure what was going to happen to them. So there's people that lose control of themselves. So this person lost it. I said, it's time to go. Oh, and there's times to lose it. And when you're buying a poinsettia, it's not a time to lose it. Or for instance, I would say when you're buying a Big Mac, Steel Worldwide does those videos where people are freaking out in restaurants. But I worked in restaurants for 3 years, and hungry people will do things, temporary insanity. Temporary insanity. I worked in a restaurant once, and this person was starting to lose it. And I said, "Have you eaten today at all?" It derailed their losing it train. Because they had not eaten today at all. And so by the time they finally decided they need to go into a restaurant and eat, they probably should have ate about 8 hours ago. So by the time they got to me, I was a 24-hour restaurant too, so this person would skip eating all day long. And so they get in there and they're losing it. They're bonking. Their blood sugar's gone crazy. Their stomach hurts. Their brain's not functioning right, and they're losing it. They can't even order pancakes. I mean, that's the same thing about, it's like my mind. When you talk, you're like, B2M stands for Boys to Men. I'm like, I knew that. Why did I think it stood for bowel movement? It's 'cause our minds and our bodies are so affected by everything, sleep, food, being exposed to other people losing it. Like asking somebody to leave was stressful for me, and that stress just doesn't vanish once they vanish. That lasts. And then if I have to deal with somebody else, it's equally difficult. I might still be upset the next day. It's odd. It's an odd thing. There is the flip side, though, when you're having a good time, and that good time just rolls. Sometimes things happen, I start laughing, and days later, I'm still laughing about it. Speaking of which, someone's over there giggling like crazy. It might be Irma. Speaking of which, Jack Urbation's video for Vile Kyle, I think I must have watched that. I'll try to be accurate. At least 10 times. I feel safe saying I've watched it 10 times. Maybe more. It's freaking hilarious. I love it. And there's a lot of my love behind that goes between my love for those two people. And then the art of YouTube. God damn, I love it. Oh, I'm getting near the bottom of the malt liquor, so some cursing's coming out. All right, that's it. I'm going to save the rest of this B2M and family and Emu and we. And we don't break their TV. I know it's exciting to be we. And, we likes to move around. But we needs to take it easy and not break stuff. All right, we? Okay. So tomorrow, camp trip. In the sun, so we can see what's happening. All right, man. See you in the tubes, moths.